We are at a crossroads. The entire world is ill, and all manner of choices on how to live, on what to renew and what to relinquish are before us. Out of the horror and fright of the pandemic, something new may be beginning. Much is changing for all of us, and the church is changing too. In general, we've accepted that going to church, attending the religious institution of our choice, combined with living a moral life, were all that was required of us. Ronald Rolheiser writes, "In circles of piety, frequently there is little sense that true worship of God demands more than church-going and private morality. But more is required to show our love of God. Our society is imbalanced, and the work of justice for all people is required for all who follow the light of Christ. Private morality and social justice come together in the face of Christ. The two are present in his loving, gentle, and kind face as he talked to his disciples. Morality and justice come together in his angry face when he discovered comers in the temple, so angry he turned over the tables because of misplaced priorities of the merchants. Morality and justice also come together in his anguish face, crowned with thorns and bleeding in pain at the injustice which he was suffering. Unjustly accused and being railroaded by the powerful forces of the misplaced piety of religion and the social and political forces which could not condone his revolution of loving neighbor as ourselves. We have the choice as each day to live with the Spirit of truth. Jesus says, "You know the Spirit because it abides with you and will be in you." We know. The question is, will we listen? Will we allow the Spirit to rise within us? Will we allow the trappings of loyalty to other gods, position, power, political affiliations fall away and be loyal to the one, the Christ, who we purport to be at the center of our lives? Jesus says, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." We respond, as Peter did, "Of course we love you, Jesus." And his answer was, "Feed my sheep." His answer was, "Do the work. Take the actions to show that you love your neighbor." It is time to rededicate ourselves to following the commandments, which are summed up by Jesus in the greatest and first commandment. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commands hang all the law and the prophets. All the law and all the statements of prophecy are to be rooted in these commands to each of us, to love our God and to love our neighbor. Love the Lord your God, however you understand and define God, and love your neighbor as yourself. Neighbor is everyone other than yourself. Everyone. The virus has brought to light how deeply we are all connected. It is transmitted through the air we share, through contact with each other. And in our society, all of us, the mighty and the weak, have contact with each other. The virus has also shown how those who have little means are suffering more. We are given a new chance today, every day, to live from the point of love, and then justice will be served. To do this, there will be costs, sometimes high costs. Prices will be paid, positions of power in business and in society will be relinquished. That is the cost for us to follow Christ, to follow the commandments, to love God. And the return on the cost, on the investment, is the knowledge that we love the Lord our God with all our heart and mind and strength. And in that, there is joy and purpose